G'day folks, I've just arrived at the river right on sunset to film a real-time lure review. Now this is the lure that I'm going to be reviewing in my real-time lure review. It's a Chasebaits Big Bobbin frog. This came in one of my tackle club boxes 6 months ago, I suppose. A Chasebaits Big Bobbin frog. I've never had it out of the package. It is 65mm, which is 2.55 inches, weighs 19 grams, action, top water. What does that say about it? Designed to bob up and down and move like a real frog with retracting arms and incredible lifelike legs, fish are going to climb over each other to be the first to strike. Fish are going to climb over each other to be the first to strike. Made of super strong 10 times material, the Big Bobbin frog is robust, flexible and soft enough to ensure an easy, weedless hooker. Right, now I've ripped my way into the packet. Very, very soft. It's much softer than other surface frogs. See what happens, it sits like that in the water and the hooks are weedless. When you get a strike, that goes down and it sets the hook. And the legs are very wonky. Now it says on here 65mm or 2.5 inches. I suspect that's the body length and not the legs, because once they're stretched out, it looks like it's closer to a good 4 inches or, you know, maybe 10 or 12 centimetres. But anyway, let's tie this bad boy on and go and have a cast and see if we can find a surface munching Murray cod for my real-time lure review. But just in case I don't, just remember the real-time lure review series is a series, it's a glorified lure review. So if I catch a fish, good and well, but if I don't, at least you get a review of the lure. Now, all the tech specs about this lure, how long it is, how much it weighs and all that sort of stuff. You know how I know all that? Because I looked at the box and I read it. Righto, the river's up, the clarity is good. Let's put the frog on the mustard fast hash line clip and see how it looks on the water. I think it's upside down, isn't it? Oh no, that's the right way. Is it upside down? It was upside down. Oh, it's got a weight at the bottom, so I suspect that if I cast that out, if I leave it sit for a minute, if it's upside down, the it's the right way up now. I like that. I am almost certain that I can catch a cod with that. Bloody mozzies. If only the fish were biting half as well as the mozzies, I'd be having a ripper night. Righto folks, I've just finished working this bank pretty hard for about the last 45 minutes and I haven't even seen a fish, haven't had a touch, a follow, a swipe, nothing. But here's a quick review on the Chasebaits Bobbin frog. I think it's an excellent lure, and I think the only reason it didn't catch a fish tonight is because the fish weren't biting. It casts very well. With my Venom rod, I couldn't quite get it to the other bank over there. With my longer rod at home, my NS1s, which is a foot longer, I reckon I would have been able to reach the other bank. It casts very well. Every single cast was fishable. There wasn't one cast where the lure was tangled and wouldn't work. There were probably for the whole evening maybe half a dozen casts where the lure landed upside down, but I worked out the best way to combat that was 2 or 3 really sharp jabs to get the nose to dive down into the water, and that would spin around and face the right way up, and that wasn't really a problem. But even when it was upside down, I'm sure a cod would still hit it, and that's a key thing. Every single cast was likely, well, it was possible to catch a fish. It doesn't make much noise. It's a very quiet lure. If you want a lure that really pushes a lot of water and creates a lot of disturbance on the surface, this probably isn't the one. But if you want a nice subtle lure that just looks like a frog silhouetted against the sky, then this lure is ideal. I reckon there's definitely a spot for this in my tackle box, and I'll be leaving this in there to use at my discretion. Now folks, this is a tackle club lure. I got this in a tackle club box. I'm not sure where we can find them. If you want to buy one, I'll have a look online, and if I can find someone that sells them, I'll put a link in the video description below. Chasebaits Bobbin frog gets the real-time lure review thumbs up from me. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, why not consider subscribing to my channel, and then hopefully I'll see you in my next video.